Welcome to the Idaho Business Podcast, the only Idaho podcast focused on providing profits for Idaho people. If you love our state and love small business, you are in the right place. We interview local legends, learn business, and have way too much fun doing it. You're listening to the Idaho Business Podcast with your friend, host, and all-around great guy and owner of New Clean Commercial Cleaning, Spencer Ward.
All right, everyone, welcome back. Another episode of the Idaho Business Podcast. We're sponsored by Health West, and we're excited to have that partnership. Anyways, going forward, today I was thinking about, as I was raised, I was raised by a small business owner as well. And when we were, young and rambunctious kids, we tried to do things as a family, but it was tough because it was tough to get away. It was a small business, and there's, it seems like there's constant problems that are needing to be put out. And as I've gotten older and as I've looked backwards, I feel like there's certain sizes that you go through in your business that you're like, you go through the beginning growth that it's just like, okay, this is all you. And then you grow up to a size that you're like, okay, I can afford to get some support, maybe, have an office administrator, maybe someone to take some stress off of me, put some processes into place. And then you start establishing, not requirements, but just the tasks that need to be accomplished every day, every month, every week by these people that you're employing, so they feel responsible for what they need to accomplish. And I feel like if people don't have those clear-cut responsibilities laid out for them, you will never be able to go on a vacation. You'll never be able to leave your company, because it's just like when the cat is gone, the mice will play. So that's kind of how it is with a company with zero policies and a company with zero structure in place for their employees. We've talked about it before, where I'm a big believer in hiring for tasks that you need to get accomplished on a weekly, daily, monthly basis, instead of hiring for titles. And really structuring your business that way helps you to not just, generically give out titles and say, well, you are this manager, you are this person. I always think of that Disney show Moana, when Maui, that big Polynesian dude played by The Rock, busts out and introduces himself for the first time, and he's got this long drawn out title like Maui, hero of man, and it's like, of the fish in the sea, and everything is just like a huge long title for himself. People can give whatever title they want to themselves, but it all comes down to the task that you need to get accomplished for you and your company. And this goes for leaders in different organizations and companies as well, is that you have to give those people direction and what they need to be accomplishing on a regular basis. Because if that is accomplished, there's no doubt in their minds, hey, this is what's going to be accomplished, and this is what's got to get done on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, so the job can get accomplished and the job can get complete. That way, when management leaves, say you're trying to take a spring break, coming up on spring break right now, and management tries to leave on a spring break or whatever, there is people in place. They understand the tasks that they're responsible for, and they know that those things have to get accomplished. So not having those things in place, it really is the blind leading the blind. And they're used to having someone over their shoulder telling them exactly what to do, when to do it. And that's just not a good way to run a company. If you want to be a micromanager, you're going to own your job. You're not going to own a business. So these are the things that are just me and my team have been thinking a lot about this week. These things we've been, putting more things into practice and putting things into processes. I'm hoping these things will help you guys this week, because there's always things, even when you do have processes and systems in place, there's always things you can continue to tweak, and you'll even see that you're like, well, you know what, that one's got to get changed a little bit, or hey, you know what, that was good, a couple months ago or a couple of years ago, but now it's not exactly where we need it to be. So continually, readdress things on a regular basis, so where you're at, so you don't have any out-of-date processes that are just being ignored at this point. So these are the things, that are continually running successful companies. And like I've always said before, all successful companies have, those downtimes. They all have those issues when you're thinking, my heck, is this week ever going to end? Is this day ever going to end? What else is going to happen? But when you have systems in place and you're hiring good people with core values, it really does help you turn a corner eventually, and things will be able to get back to where you want them to be, and you'll have responsible people helping you along the way. So it's short and sweet this week. Hope you guys have a fantastic week. Stay grateful, stay positive, and just go have some fun and dominate your week. Until next time, adios. See ya.
Congratulations on spending a couple of minutes getting a little bit smarter, having some fun, and supporting the Idaho business community. If you're feeling the love, make sure to subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you are.